The people who master their emotions often survive the battles that destroy everyone else. In a quiet village surrounded by mountains, there lived a monk who never reacted to anything. When people insulted him, he stayed calm. When others blamed him, he remained silent. Even when life became painful, his face carried a strange peace that nobody could understand. Some villagers admired him. Others secretly feared him. Because deep down, people become uncomfortable around someone they cannot emotionally control. One afternoon, an angry man arrived at the temple. In front of everyone, he shouted at the monk. "You are weak," he yelled. "You hide behind silence because you are afraid." The crowd waited for the monk to react. But the monk simply looked at the man peacefully and said nothing. The angry man eventually walked away frustrated. But among the crowd stood a young boy, watching everything carefully. That night, the boy approached the monk and asked, "Master, how do insults not hurt you?" For a moment, the monk looked toward the mountains silently. Then a soft smile appeared on his face. Because the boy did not know the truth. Years before becoming a monk, he was once the most emotionally broken man in the village. Every small thing disturbed his peace. One rude comment ruined his day. One rejection kept him awake all night. One betrayal destroyed him for months. He reacted to everything. Anger, fear, jealousy, pain. His mind never rested. And slowly, his emotions began controlling his entire life. To others, he looked normal. But inside, he was exhausted. One rainy evening, after another painful argument with someone he loved, he walked alone through the dark streets. Rain fell heavily around him. His chest felt heavy. His thoughts wouldn't stop racing. And for the first time in his life, he realized something terrifying. His suffering was not coming only from people. It was coming from his reactions to everything around him. That realization changed him forever. The next morning, he left the village and traveled deep into the mountains. There, he met an old master sitting quietly beside a river. The young man asked him, "How do I stop suffering from everything?" The old master picked up a small cup filled with water. Then suddenly, he dropped dirt into it. The water became muddy immediately. "Look carefully," the master said. The young man frowned. "The water is ruined." The old master smiled softly. Then he pointed toward the river flowing beside them. Mud entered the river too. But unlike the cup, the river kept flowing peacefully. The dirt could not control it. Then the master said, "A weak mind reacts like a cup. A peaceful mind flows like a river." Those words stayed inside him for years. Slowly, he changed. When anger appeared, he stayed silent before speaking. When pain arrived, he observed it instead of obeying it. When people insulted him, he stopped giving strangers control over his peace. And little by little, the chaos inside him disappeared. The emotional man slowly faded away. And the calm monk was born. Back at the temple, the young boy listened carefully to the story. Then he asked softly, "So peace means hiding emotions?" The monk smiled gently. "No," he replied. "Controlling emotions does not mean suppressing them forever. Some pain must be spoken. Some feelings deserve expression. And some moments require honesty, tears, and truth. The boy listened silently. Then the monk continued. But wisdom is knowing the difference between expressing emotions and becoming controlled by them. Because emotions are human. But losing yourself to every emotion is suffering. The wind moved softly through the trees. And in that moment, the boy finally understood. Real strength is not becoming emotionless. Real strength is feeling deeply, remaining aware, and choosing peace without abandoning your humanity. Because the monk who never reacted was once the man who suffered